We're here at Suntides Golf Course, and
Yes.
we are looking for what? What's the name of
We
this
are
cemetery?
looking for the Nielsen Pioneer Cemetery, which is located at the back of this place.
Okay.
This one's different. I've been wanting to kind of get out here and do this for a while. This one's different because it used to be the Nielsen family homestead at one time, all this land out here. And sometime after 1913, the Nielsen sold off property. And I'm not exactly sure how much of the land was sold off or anything like that. I tried to look up some history on it, but couldn't find too much on it. I do know that the golf course was built in 1963. So, and it's been here, I guess from 1913 on, the cemetery we're looking for was abandoned.
Okay.
Completely abandoned.
So, in order to get to it, we have to walk through the golf course,
Yeah.
kind of around it, and we have no idea really how to get to it. So we're gonna have to use our map app on our phone to kind of scout and walk back there.
Yeah.
So in order to do that, I think
There-
we should just walk into the pro shop here and ask them for permission if we can walk the golf course to go back there to get to it.
Yeah.
So I think that's
what
our
we'll do.
first move. So let's grab your clipboard and we'll walk in there and we'll ask them nicely first and see what they say.
Okay.
So this is pretty interesting because not only did they give us permission to go back there and check out the graves walking while going across their course, they
Yeah.
basically handed us the keys to a golf cart and said one of our boys is going to lead us back over there.
Yeah, exactly. So this ought to be pretty good. So we'll have some interesting stuff here. We need to take some pictures for Find a Grave because we do volunteer stuff for there as well. So hopefully, I'm kind of curious to see how many actual gravestones are still in that area. Because I think it lists only 3 that I know of, but there's like maybe 12, 13 people that are listed being buried back there. So that'll be pretty interesting. So.
All right, let's head through the restaurant and go get our golf cart and
Yeah.
get led. This
Get
this
led
ought to be
to-
pretty interesting trying to hold this thing while driving a golf cart.
I guess that'll be my job, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's real.
Yeah, he is leading us to that bridge that I saw on the map.
See it.
And then we'll have to go back that way, I think.
Well, it would have taken us a long time to walk over here.
Yeah. This is quite a walk, I will say that. Or maybe he's not leading us over the bridge. Maybe he's, because they have 2 different.
Ah, there it is. Look, point the camera
yeah.
over there.
Okay, so we are at the Nielsen Homestead, or as it is now known. This is Suntides Golf Course in Glebe, Washington, about 3 miles northwest, my fault, of Yakima.
Hold still.
Okay. This cemetery was here since 1870, and they stopped. It was abandoned in 1913. There's probably maybe 15 bodies out here at one time. I only have a listing for about 6 or 7 of them that they know because of the gravestones that are still left here. And there are a few more gravestones that you can't see behind us, but this is pretty much what you can see.
Yeah, it's kind
That is
of
left.
a weird location. I'm going to pan the camera around and
Yeah.
show you what we're looking at here because we just drove across the golf course
Yeah.
to get back over here. So
And I do think the golf course, from the looks of it, mows this, but it's supposedly maintained by the city of Glebe.
yeah, so this is what we're looking at here. We're standing at the back of this little cemetery here.
Yeah.
We didn't even realize it. It's on top of a hill back here.
Yeah.
But this is kind of what we're looking at, kind of looking towards the south. Got a nice pretty view of the valley over there. It looks pretty cool. Off that direction would be Yakima, back
Yeah.
over there. So following that little canyon right there would be Yakima. And turning around this direction, we are now looking towards the north. And it's very hard to even see this little cemetery because, well, it's not really marked all that well. And let's walk over to
Yeah.
over by the actual main entrance to the cemetery, which
Yeah.
is always locked and always, nobody ever pays attention to the damn thing. So
I think when we came out here the first time to scout this place out, the lady said she had not seen anybody go through this gate in over 2 years.
yeah,
So
long time.
yeah, long time. And that was what, 3 years ago when we came out here and did that. So
Yeah.
it's been quite a time. Oh, look, the birds are friendly. They don't even move for us.
So yeah, this is the main entrance for this
Yes.
place, where I guess the maintenance people come in and out of here.
Yeah. Oh,
to
the
take care of
sign
the place.
broke. Look at that.
But yeah,
Last
the,
time we were here, the sign wasn't broke.
The sign is cracked in half and swung down in the middle. I'm not sure what the top part said. I can't remember,
It's
but
Nielsen. It just says Nielsen.
Nielsen. Okay.
Nielsen, no.
So yeah. So that's basically the entrance to this is kind of just between two people's homes
Yeah.
out here. So okay, looking back towards the south from the entrance over here, we
Yeah.
are. Well, here's what you can see. Really not much anything. You'd be hard pressed to even know that there was a cemetery here.
At one
other
time,
than the
yeah.
signage and being able to see it on the map. So we're just going to kind of walk over towards the west end over here and see if we can't find some headstones over here.
Yeah.
The young man who escorted us over here said that there were some.
Yes, there's some kind of buried in the trees here.
Okay.
And also, besides Nielsen's, all of these are related somehow, but there are Frushes here, there are Tinbrooks, there are Brooks, there are Johnsons, and there are Millers.
Okay.
And those are the people that are listed in here. Oh,
Okay.
the quails.
So I see one right there.
Yeah, there's that one.
So let's go check out that one.
There may be more of them. Kind of. They said that they're kind of buried in the bush and stuff. So if one's here, there might be. He said might be a couple down there.
So let's see.
Okay, this is a Nielsen. This
That's
is
a Nelson, right?
a Nelson. Yeah, that
Nelson.
one's John.
Okay. John B. Nelson.
There might be a Adam also listed on that one. But I don't see. And see, he lived to be 76.
76 years
Oh,
old.
and he was a Mason. Look at that.
Right.
I thought it was kind of weird because in this time frame, a lot of people did not live, 45, 50 years. That was old for them. And a lot of this family, other than the children that died because of different diseases, a lot of this family lived to be in their 70s. And I thought that was kind of strange for this time frame.
Yeah,
But-
that's living to a pretty old age
Yeah.
back in the 1800s.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, somewhere in here, I'd like to see if we can find Nancy Tinbrooks, because on one monument, there's two monuments for her. One is a ground one, where she's actually buried, and then one of them is one of the bigger headstones around here. Her name is misspelled on one of them.
It's misspelled.
Yeah, misspelled.
Okay. Hang on.
I thought that might be an interesting, point to see if we can find whether it's misspelled or not.
Okay.
All right.
So lead the way.
Okay, we'll go back over here to the three main areas and see if we can't. And then we'll see if we can't walk along the edge and see if we can't find any of the others.
Okay.
I imagine there's probably some in here somewhere, but they've been long since lost to time. And they said that the way they used to be able to, before all this stuff was built up and everything, the way they knew the cemetery was these big spruce trees. There were 3 in a row.
Right.
So I imagine that there's probably people here in the middle, you would think, especially if they're buried as far over there.
Yeah.
But I thought this was one of the most unique places I've ever seen, because usually when they build a golf course, they tear out everything.
Yeah.
And this one was left.
So these are the 3 main prominent headstones
Yes.
of the cemetery, which you can see from pretty much any entrance to this place, including the main entrance over there that we just visited by the gate. So if you look at it, we have 1, 2, 3 headstones, and Leah, what do they read?
This one, it looks like they're all on this side,
Okay.
from what I can tell. This one is Sarah M. She was S.E. Johnson's wife. And Women of Woodcraft. I'm not exactly sure what that is. Courage, hope.
Erected by the women of Woodcraft. Well, it's got to be a town, right? Or
town
Witch's
or
Coven.
oh, no, Witch's Coven. I'm presuming it's some kind of organization.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll have to look that one up because I don't think I've ever seen anything like that before.
Okay. It's an
And
excellent
it
site.
looks like there was originally a different bottom to it, but as time goes on, things are disappearing.
Yeah.
Okay, here we have Lizzie, wife of E.F. Brooks. And this one's 1903.
1903, age 32 years.
Yeah.
Lizzie Brooks, died in 1903.
And I don't think anything else is on. No? Okay. Now, there's supposed to be one that has more than one name on it. And, okay. We have John Miller. Trying to see. It looks like something else was carved at the bottom.
Says, beloved one, farewell.
This might be one of the children.
And I think it's just like a picture carving at the bottom there. And it says Miller right at the base of the headstone.
Okay.
Studying the camera.
Oh!
This?
History lesson?
We're trying to do some stuff for Find a Grave, and we'll also just kind of, we've been going around listing some of the cemeteries that have disappeared in the area. So
There's a lot.
You know about the cemetery.
not very much really. I've tried quite a bit to try and get some information on it, but not very.
I can give you a little bit. I've been here since 1979.
Do you mind if we film you? Is that all right? Is it all right for it to be filmed?
Oh,
I mean, I can face the
dressed
camera
like
the other
this,
direction. I'll just get close enough so we can hear you.
okay, there you go.
So what can you tell us about this? Okay, so that was a nice little bit of information.
Yes, it
there.
was.
Didn't
'cause-
expect that to happen.
Yeah. Well, you never know until you go out
Yeah.
and find things.
So
So,
let's go just kind of finish this up. Let's
Yeah.
walk around over there and see if we can't find anything else. Do a
Yeah.
kind of quick perimeter sweep. And that's information he said about the rope bridge.
yes.
I guess it reminds me of what's that Clint Eastwood movie where him and the young kid are being chased, The Outlaw Josie Wales.
Oh,
Where
yes.
him and the young kid are being chased by basically the cavalry.
The cavalry,
Was
yeah.
it cavalry or was it the North
No.
or something like that? Anyways, they were chasing them, and they escaped across that rope bridge.
Yeah.
And
Well, there were a lot of rope bridges around here too, because during the Rattlesnake Wars, that's how the Indians used to attack the rope bridge.
I just remember that scene from that movie because he
yeah.
was just all chill and relaxed, and the guys are coming across the bridge, and I think he waited until the last minute to shoot the rope or something like
Yeah,
that, and
and
he
it
sent them all
Send
down
them
river.
down the river, yeah.
Yeah. So this is basically what would be the southwest corner of
Yes.
the cemetery. And we're just going to kind of walk along and see if we can't find any other headstones buried back in here.
Well, I know they said that, there have been a few of them. They said you almost have to kind of look in and move around because the trees and stuff have grown around here. I don't see any.
Well, if they are back in there, we ain't going in there.
You ain't gonna see them in here.
Nice little creek running through here.
Yeah, it is a pretty little creek. And the birds seem to love this tree. But yeah, if they're back there, then
If they're back there, well, there's a sprinkler, but
yeah.
the golf ball back there, somebody lost.
I can imagine there's probably quite a few golf balls in this area. But yeah, the listings on Find a Grave did say that you might look under because there's a couple of them that are supposedly buried. But as you can see, this stuff is pretty grown up. So
Yeah, it's pretty well grown over.
yeah, if there is something back here, it's long gone by now.
Yeah.
So, but like he said, I think a lot of them are probably out here and they've been moved. They probably moved the grave. One of the things they probably did was move the gravestones to the edge so they could just mow it straight.
Maybe push them back out of the way.
Yeah. So
Well,
the
it's interesting
gravestones
he
were
was
still
talking
here,
about maybe the headstone markers were moved just to maybe make it easier,
Easier-
to
easy to
maintain the
maintain.
yard.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, how would you even confirm that?
Well, there really isn't. I mean,
Yeah.
like I said, a lot of the history around here, unless it was something major.
Stay away from those. There's poison oak over there.
Yeah. Unless it was major, it wasn't exactly, cataloged or,
Yeah.
done. So a lot
Might
of
have
it
just
is
been
oral history that has been passed
Somebody
down.
did it out of convenience that didn't have to abide by laws, way back when.
Yeah.
But
I mean, nowadays it would be a major no-no to do that kind of thing because, you want to know where they're at. But as time goes on, this is the kind of stuff we deal with,
yeah. Well, I think that's the only one we could find back here.
Yeah, I think all this stuff has just completely overgrown, especially these are the hardest trees to maintain, I swear, or bushes to maintain, I
Yeah.
swear. So I can see why this one is the only one left
Yeah.
to be found. I'm betting they're probably in here or in that mess.
Yeah,
And
I'm
these
sure
things
if you-
grow like crazy,
If you
so
dug around in there, you could probably find them, but
yeah.
I'm not in the mood to go digging through weeds and bushes.
Yeah, we go home and do nothing but sneeze afterwards, so.
Well, they can just stay hidden.
Yeah. Well, we know they're there. We know where, at least history has marked the fact that they're here,
Yeah, that's true.
which is more than some of the people around here who have completely overgrown and overshot these cemeteries. So,
True.
but as you can see, it's actually pretty peaceful and quiet out here. So,
Oh, yeah.
and it's a nice little place, and I think we should mark it on the Google Maps when we're done, like we do all the others.
All right. Well, let's do that. Let's, I guess, go ahead and stop the video here. Do
Yes.
a little outro, say a few words or something like that, and then I'll take a couple of pictures with the camera just so you can,
Yeah.
Have them to
just
upload.
1, 2, 3, 4. Or maybe one of the,
There's 4 of them.
yeah.
Not going to be too hard.
Nope.
So, anyways.
Thanks for watching.